In Hebrews chapter 10, 23 through 25, I think the author is going to get at some things that you really need to be thinking about. If I've received this great grace of God, if Christ really has broken through, like this book says he's broken through, and given me access to God, how should that impact the way that I relate to or treat other people? He kind of gets a little bit at that today. In Hebrews 10, 23 says, "Let us hold fast the confession of our faith without wavering, for he who promised is faithful. Let us consider how to stir up one another to love and good works, not neglecting to meet together as a habit of some, but encouraging one another all the more as you see the day drawing near." What you see him saying here is, okay, now that you've received this great grace, that you have been drawn to God by Christ, then it should impact the way that you treat other people. It says, as a matter of fact, let us consider how to love one another. Let us consider how to stir one another up to love and good deeds. We need to figure out, how do we motivate one another to live out this Christian life, to live obediently in response to God's work in our relation with other people. Let's stir one another up to love other people and to do good works for other people and to do good deeds for other people. And let's do those same things ourselves. And then he says that let's not neglect to meet together as is a habit of some, but encourage one another. And that's actually church attendance there, that we don't forsake the assembling together of the saints, that we meet together, that we build each other up so that we can send one another out by the great commission that Christ has given us to get out into the world that God has called us into to share Christ with others. Then we gather back together again. Then we go back out. Then we gather back together again. Then we go back out. That's what God's called us to do. We do that until he comes back.